Hi guys, this is Rock on WoW, and I thought it'd be fun to make a little video about the Horde, cause I kind of like messing with the Horde. Who doesn't? um, Sorry Horde players, but it's just fun to mess with you guys, cause on my server there's like you guys outnumbered alliance like crazy, and it's just so funny to mess with you guys. But yeah, so this was a glitch on a quest or whatever. His wings stopped flapping and he looked like the Batmobile, little Batman airplane. I was like flying around. Alright, what I'm doing here, I kind of had to speed it up because there was a lot of footage, so I went to go do the Headless Horseman to see, because I've never done it before, and I went by myself, and I wanted to see if I could do it by myself, and of course I couldn't. I didn't realize he was level 80, but now I know. But anyways, since I used my turn up, I had nothing else to do, so I just hung out there because I saw there was like a whole raid of Horde there, like all night, so I was like, oh, I might as well play with the Horde. And it ended up being like the funniest thing I've ever seen. um, it kind of reminds me of those little whack-a-mole games, like in the arcades where you have to whack the mole and it goes back into the hole, and then you gotta hit the other one, and then you gotta it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and so I was laughing my butt off when the Horde, was trying to get me, and I kept going back and forth, back and forth. I ended up doing this all night, and you don't even want to know the repair bills on my on my armor. But yeah, I ended up doing it all night, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. There is Horde trying to come up with a whole bunch of different ways to stop me, and every time they finally killed me, I'd come back and then they'd come up with another way of stopping me. And it's interesting to see how many ways they could come up with to try to stop me, to try to get me. And it kind of turned into a little game, between me and the Horde. Even though I can't really communicate with them, I was laughing at them and joking with them and stunning them and, just trying to get my message across that we're playing a little game here, and they got the point. And I had a blast. This was fun. Oh my god, it has to be like the funniest video ever. But anyways, so yeah, there was a couple smart ideas I saw. A lot of them take their shamans, have them drop the totems, slow me down, then they'd wrap me up in the little druid uh, vine thing, and rogues would try to stun me. And but the funniest part is when the priests and the warlocks were trying to fear me, they'd fear me into the other room, and they'd mess everything up. So obviously that didn't work. The Death Knights, they try to pull me back. Sometimes that would work, sometimes it wouldn't if I had my bubble on cooldown. Um, but I was just laughing so hard because the hunters actually laid their this one hunter, she was smart enough to lay her frost trap down. So when I came out there, I wasn't prepared for that one. I didn't think about that, and then all of a sudden I'm frozen. I get stunned. I'm like, okay, crap, they got me. And I was like, that was pretty sneaky of them. So when I came back to life, I got her back. I stunned her and then laughed at her and went back in. Let her know that was a good one. But and it's in this video somewhere. I don't know where, but it's in here somewhere. Um, yeah, I just had so much fun with Horde. Um, I've played Horde before. Not too much. I just leveled a little like character to like level 10, and that was about it. I have a horde server, but and my friends all think that horde are better than alliance, but really it doesn't matter what side you're on. Being that, I mean, it's the same game. You're still gonna get the same classes, the same gear, the same power level, the same everything. Nothing's gonna change. The only thing that's gonna change is maybe there's more people on the horde, and I never really understood this. Maybe it's because the horde have cooler mounts. Maybe it's because maybe I don't know. The horde, everybody doesn't get to be bad in their real life, and they want to try to be bad in their virtual life, I guess. Um, I don't know what the reasons are for going for horde, um, or going for alliance for that matter. But it really doesn't matter what side you're on. But if you do pick a side, I just find it's kind of crappy to leave it, to switch sides, you know. Sure, it gets a different experience, and you get to experience the game in a whole new way, but, I mean, it's kind of like team spirit, you know. It's like, that's your pride, you know. If you started on horde, then by all means stay horde, but don't switch to alliance if you don't want to, you know. If you know, I don't know. I just think that, like, um it's just like a team spirit kind of thing, you know. Like, you should have pride and represent, you know. If you're horde, stay horde. If you're alliance, go ahead and stay alliance, you know. Represent yourself, you know. Have some pride in your team, you know. But I know a lot of my friends, they think horde are better, and they want to switch, and they're gonna find that, yeah, there's gonna be more horde, but it doesn't mean that they're better. You know, a lot of people say, oh, well, there's more grown-ups on horde, or there's less, you know, weaker people on horde. Well, I've seen a lot of strong people on alliance. Take Hobbs for example. He's alliance. Hunter X, uh, he's alliance. I don't know if you've ever seen their videos on YouTube, but they're both really good players, and they're alliance. Um, so it really doesn't matter what faction you are. The game's the same either way. So if you got friends on a side and you want to leave them for another faction, you know, it's probably not worth it, because it's gonna be the same on either side. Um, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I just thought this was like a funny video, because the horde were starting to get really ticked at me, and by this point they were starting to give up. I kept trying to find ways to get them back into chasing me down, and I ended up doing this all night. It was a blast. Oh my god, this is so funny. I was just sitting around waiting for them to see what they would do, and then all of a sudden I came back to life, bubbled, and oh, they missed me. And actually, I had one time where they broke my bubble. They had a priest, I think, and they have that spell where they can break the bubbles, and they broke my bubble, and I was screwed. I don't know how many ways you can tell. I know it goes kind of fast, but had to speed it up. It was kind of clever though, the ways they came up with to try to stop me. And this is me just like clearing everything out, because I finally found a run. And but yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. It was very funny to me, the little whack-a-mole thing. And sorry I blabbed so long about the faction change. With what Blizzard's just now putting out, but yeah, hope you liked the video. Later.